All right, we are doing an updated weekly bossers tier list. And we're going to do 2 tier lists. One tier list for weekly bossers that are around 220, doing up to nlomien. And we're going to do another tier list for weekly bossers that are 235 or higher, doing higher tier bosses like Easy Lucid, End Slime. So there's a difference between those 2 types of boss mules. So I hope this video makes it so that you can choose what boss mule you want to pick better for what bosses you plan to clear in the future. And I'm with Phil, of course, because Phil is smarter than me. So yeah.
No.
No. Okay, so we decided, similar to last bossing tier list, that there's no class, like just to be clear, there's no class that's less than a B tier. And by like all the classes are more than good enough for boss mules, like more than good enough. Like obviously there's some that are better than others, but no matter what you pick, at the end of the day, as cliche as it sounds, if you enjoy the class, that's the most important aspect of picking your boss mule. Because if you like playing it, you're gonna want to boss on it. If you don't like playing it, you're not gonna want to boss on it. It's as simple as that. So this first tier list is for boss mules that are up to like 220, and you only have so many node slots, you don't have that much funding, and you're only doing up to nlomien at a max, maybe even just CRA, not even nlomien. But we'll assume nlomien as well. So the first one is Aran, and I feel like Aran is good. Like it's got the burst, it's got decent sustainability. The damage off burst isn't too terrible either. But the thing about Aran is being a warrior, you do need a little bit more node slots for like optimal damage. Not too many, but like warriors are pretty good for like smaller boss mules that are only to 220 because they don't need that many node slots. Archers are better, but yeah. Well, what do you think about Aran, Phil?
So, one thing I was gonna point out is that a lot of things that certain things when you do a lot of boss mules, like doing like fucking 7 8 boss mules at a time, you realize that some classes, uh, there's just quality of life things that just matters a lot. Especially doing a lot of boss mules. Like if you're doing a boss, imagine like you do boss rounds like 5 6 7 8 times a week, right?
Yeah.
Quality of life becomes a big factor because imagine like what I meant to say is that for Lotus, if you were to do Lotus like 70 times a day, then getting pushed gets annoying. And then classes with super stance, I actually value that as one of the good values. Super stance for Lotus for uh, what's the other boss? Magnus is
Mhm.
actually more important than anything.
Yeah, it is.
And around doesn't require that many nodes. Like you'll only need one set of trios. Um, the bear, Beyonder, and your iframe skull, the big burst.
Mhm.
That's all you need. Oh yeah, that's another big thing.
Catchy.
Akechi is another one. Super stance is really good for Akechi. Like Akechi phase one is just annoying. Like that boss, although is only like CPAP level difficulty, but it sometimes just drags on for like a long time because it just combo pushes you and then turn into like DR, then you just gotta wait and stuff. Just aids.
Yeah.
So having that super stance definitely helps. So, but I think it runs like obviously I haven't played it around, but I think theoretically speaking, it should be one of the better ones.
Yeah. No, I agree. It is strong. Uh it's not like it's too reliant on its burst. But the other thing about Iran is it's similar. It suffers similar to Hayato, but not as bad with the whole combo system. Like you
Mm-hmm.
gotta really like worry about your combo on Iran. Like if you're taking long between bosses or like your combo like is shit. Uh, like if, let's say you just like hit your adrenaline at the end of Damien and then you want to enter your next
Yeah,
boss and you have like
yeah,
no
that's
combo. It's
definitely a big
like it's just a little bit annoying.
Have you ever
So
had that experience when you party, like you do party hard bosses with a run, and then this guy just be like, "Hold on a second, let me go stack on my combo real quick," and then he's just gone for like another like 2 minutes.
yeah, yeah,
It's just shit like that. I'd imagine that you will have to do the same. Like when you log on to a round, you have to do that.
yeah. Apparently, you can hold your combo for a really long time now, but
Yeah, but like when you log on, right? Like when you first log on, what do you do?
yeah, yeah. You go get your combo. I mean, you could get it in like a baby boss first, like stack up through that, but either way, it's still like just these classes that have like these stacking mechanics are like kind of annoying for a boss meal because boss meals like in the perfect world you just log on, you enter the boss, you go kill it, like that's
Yeah.
it, and you're at your optimal damage immediately. But yeah, um, I'm leaning towards like A or S for a run. Obviously, we could move it. It's definitely not a B because it's good. Uh,
I think Iran's actually really low on no slot. At 220, you should be able to do anything. Like, you have nine skill slots at 220, right? You have
yeah,
one set of trios, four V skills, that's six, and then you have uh goddess plus
goddess bind.
no, you don't need bind. Iran has a
Oh,
self
duh,
bind, so
yeah. Oh my god, I completely forgot. It has a
yeah,
self bind. That's actually really big for a 220 boss meal
yeah.
with low
So
slots. Yeah,
that's seven that you have, and then I don't know what others you
you
want.
could
Like,
use like speed infusion and sharp eyes, or you could use like weapon
oh yeah,
aura
yeah,
and
those
speed
two. Okay, yeah,
infusion.
yeah. So that puts you at nine.
Yeah,
That's a solid one then.
yeah. I'd take S on this. Aron's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay, so arc. Um, so
A
I
bit of a learning
I
curve though.
wait. Go ahead.
Bit of a learning curve, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That too. There is a learning curve. Oh, I completely forgot. Um, so this is really important. So last boss meal tier list that I made, a lot of people criticized me on why I even talked about mobbing during when you make boss meals. Yeah, Phil's laughing because he knows it's so stupid, but um, you realize you have to train these characters to 220 and beyond at some point, right? Like the process of getting your boss meal to the point of when it's ready to boss matters a lot. Like that process matters so much. Like you guys don't some of you don't realize how important it is to play a class that can train well or has like dice, for example, like a pirate that has bonus exp.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff is time that you're spending on your boss meal, and then
Yeah.
the faster you could get it up and running, the faster you could do bosses on it and make money, right? So
Yep.
all that stuff matters a lot. And in terms of Aron's training is really good. So nonetheless, like it's still an S, but that's why I talk about mobbing. Like you have to train it and you have to learn how to play the class as well. Like as you're training it, you're gonna learn how to play it. So
Yeah, I wish someone told me that before I made 11 boss bills
me too,
like that.
me too. I
Uh,
wish somebody
node
like told me that before I played
nodes
AB.
requirement matters a lot. No slot requirement matters a lot, and training matters a lot. Those are bigger factors than how well you're performing the boss. Trust me.
Yeah, it is. It's
Like if
actually
you
true.
would feel like, you know, streamline produce these boss meals, these are like the more important factors you're looking for.
Yeah, I completely agree. Okay, moving on to Arc. So Arc is something that I've previously, in my opinion, overvalued, but Arc being a pirate, it benefits from having dice, which makes the training on Arc like very nice. But also having dice is also another node slot you would need. And then but the thing about Arc that really cucks it is this thing needs a lot of nodes. Like
Yep.
everything, literally like everything is good for your boost
You need
nodes. Like
you need
everything.
minimum 5 boost nodes.
Yeah. And that's the minimum. Like a lot of arcs run more. So this is not something that like is that good to 220. Like it's decent, but like you're going to need a higher level on this. So that's why I wouldn't necessarily rank Arc that good on like a 220 basis boss mule. And the other thing about Arc is Arc and Flora mode is just dog shit. Like you don't do anything straight up. Like I'm not even trying to downplay it. Arc is really good in Spectre form. It's very strong, has its own self bind and everything. The burst is massive, but in Flora form, it's you're like doing nothing while you're just waiting. You're doing like piss damage and just keeping up your combo buffs. That's what you do in Flora mode pretty much. You just keep up your buffs and wait for Spectre to come back.
Yeah.
Every time you leave a boss, you charge your Spectre energy, though, which is nice. That's true. That is true. Also, Arc's Infinity spell is nice. I feel like it's nice because, like, I have an Arc boss mule. I feel like it's nice because it does last for, like, multiple bosses. But the cooldown is, like, really long, though. So it kind of sucks.
So here's the angle to think about that question when you consider like cooldowns, right? You would need like the 4 minute. You basically need like if you need the second round of that for Lotus and Damien, then the class just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Like either you fund it to the point where like one infinity spell is good is enough for you to clear Lotus, and another one is enough for you to clear Damien, then that's a good spot to be. But if you can't do that, then that just sucks.
I agree. If you need 2 4-minute bursts to kill Lotus and Damien, that's a long time. Like, that's too much. That's too much. So the Arc's training is in my opinion, I feel like it's pretty good though. Especially as a pirate. Pirates automatically benefit from better training. But
Yeah.
and they also hit hard. They have a lot of like built-in stats. But other than that, like I think Arc is just it's either an A or a B. Like I don't think it's that good. Super Stance Inspector is pretty good too. Yeah, that's actually really valuable. Super Stance Inspector is good.
Is that best in A?
Yeah, at best it's an A, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards A or B. Cause
220 like
I don't know. I played my Arc and my Arc was 225 and it wasn't like that good. Like I'm gonna be real with you. It wasn't that good and it was like 20k stat with 2-line crit damage. Like
okay,
it
it's going down to B.
like it
Like
really wasn't that good in my opinion. So
I honestly think it's a B. Like I was gonna say B to begin with, anyways.
yeah.
The thing is, like at 220, you have 9 skill slots. Just think about that. Like, what are you gonna put in 9 slots?
Yeah. Exactly. I remember like I could even use Overdrive. Straight up. And Overdrive is like a really good buff.
Yeah.
Battle Mage. What do you think of Battle Mage?
Battle Mage. Let me look up something. Do you know how many node slots this class needs? It's
I don't
like
know. I don't know off the top of my head.
you can do with one, right? You can do it with one set. Just final blow, dark like the teleport, lightning, shitter, and then
And
the Reaper.
and the Reaper.
Okay, one set is enough. So
It's also a mages though.
uh,
Mages use a lot of skill nodes. Like they need like mana overload, um, E
just mana
form.
overload.
Wait, what?
I think mana overload itself is good enough. Like, do you need
I
do you
guess
need to have?
yeah. You don't need E form. I feel
Yeah.
like mages use they benefit a lot from. Oh, you know, what's another thing that I forgot to talk about is inner abilities. 'Cause inner abilities matter on like
Oh,
what
that's another thing. Yeah.
yeah, like what
Forgot.
like if you have a really hard inner ability like like for example marksman, like you want attack speed. Like attack speed is expensive, so it's just like it's like kind of
Yeah.
daunting to get. But what does Aran and Arc use? I think Aran uses
I'm pretty
plus
sure
one
Ron uses attack
passive.
speed.
Uh,
Arc is +1 passive.
yeah, Arc is plus one passive and Aran is attack speed. Attack speed is hard to get, but I think the ranks still remain the same regardless.
Yeah.
20 boss for Aran, Arc passives. Okay.
Oh, I see.
I think
I mean,
Bam
and
also uses 20 boss though.
yeah, Bam doesn't need attack speed. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I honestly think Bam is a good one. It's one of the short cooldown ones. It's even shorter than 2 minutes. It's a 100-second cooldown, like 102 set, 100 and 200. Like
Yeah.
aura size, union aura, whatever the fuck that skill's called. I'm pretty sure that one's 100-second cooldown.
Yeah.
That lasts 40 seconds. So To me, I'm pretty sure this is like minimum, not minimum. I think it's solid S tier.
Yeah, I agree as well. Because BAM's training is also very, very, very good. It's very, very easy, and you have very, very high rates. Um, bit of a learning curve to play, but it's really not that difficult if you just
It's a
practice
lot
a little
easier than
bit.
before now.
Yeah, it is a lot easier than before, especially this patch. Yeah, I'm willing to give BAM an S. The nodes aren't bad either.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so Blaster. I feel like Blaster is really bad because
Blaster is pretty bad.
yeah, there's multiple reasons. So I feel like if you were to take a quick glance on it, you look at the DPS. Blaster DPS is actually really good, but for the typical like average boss mule player, like you're not gonna master this class. I'm sorry. Like you might think you will, but you probably won't because you're just gonna play this class to 220 and do bosses on it every week, and it's not gonna be that good.
It's one of those classes. If you don't want to play as main, please just don't. Don't
Yeah,
bother.
that's a
If
good way
you're
to
gonna
put it
spend more
actually.
time learning this class than your main most of the time.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It does benefit from dice, but it's like it doesn't matter at this point. Like I don't think Blaster's good for a boss
Dice?
meal. Oh wait,
It's a warrior. You know that, right?
this is a warrior. I thought it was a pirate this whole time.
It was originally gonna be a pirate, but they already had
What the
mech in.
fuck,
They already had mech in a resistance, so they turned it into a warrior.
bro? I never
It
knew
was
that.
originally gonna be a pirate.
I never knew this all these years. I'm not
If you
gonna
look
lie.
at weapon multiplier and everything like that, it's a pirate class. But
Oh, okay. That's why it seems like a
they just
pirate. I never got it
yeah, it was supposed to be a pirate.
to like V skill, so I never saw like weapon aura and all that stuff. But like, yeah, I thought it was a pirate this whole time. That's crazy. Anyways, Blaster's definitely a B. Like regardless
Yeah.
of the nodes or everything, like Phil
Oh, it
said,
requires minimum 4 nodes, four boost nodes.
yeah, which is a lot. Like Blaster's just one of those classes that like you have to main it for it to be good, straight up. Anyways, Cadena. I think Cadena is similar to Blaster in the sense of like you have to main it to be good. Like as a boss mule, it's not as bad as Blaster, I'd say. Like I think you could like I think you can learn it quicker than Blaster, but like to get those bosses done easy cuz those are all like easy bosses like that you're doing on these boss mules, so it doesn't require like crazy mechanics. But the thing
Mhm.
about Cadena is this thing has a lot of nodes.
Yeah, it not only has a lot of nodes, and it also requires more common V skills than most of the classes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, it's a thief. You're right. I completely forgot.
yeah, you need
Uh,
ready to die, and the other you for sure needs the Nova's Blessing, because that skill basically it's a 55% cooldown skip on for your skills, right?
yeah.
It basically only benefits Cadena. The other two Nova classes, or the other three Nova classes, gets nothing from that.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Um, Cadena I think is also B tier. This thing is like you at 220 like you're super cucking the class
Yeah,
for sure.
I can make a case for it at 235 though. But 220
Yeah.
is
Yeah, that's exactly the point. That's why we're doing like two
a
tier
little
lists.
scuffed.
Yeah.
So basically,
Evan.
you want to view your like node completeness at 220, right? Like, what's the like? Will you have your essential core nodes by level 220 in 9 slots?
Yeah.
And I feel like for this class is a no.
Yeah. And the reason cuz I feel like some people are going to ask like why 220? Like why not just set the benchmark to like 230? 220 is a good spot to be at because the leveling curve is not that high. You could
Significantly lower than anything past it.
Yeah, you can hit 220 very easily, like relatively to other levels. It also unlocks Lucid. So if you are privileged, this isn't for a lot of people, but if you're privileged enough to run Lucid, you could start getting arcanes, like an arcane weapon on your boss mule, which is very, very like beneficial. Daniel has a good point. Lomien is 210 as well. So you have the maximum bonus damage on Lomien. And also arcane symbol wise with 3 symbols, you can get enough free damage from symbols that it helps you out. So 220 is like a good benchmark. So that's why we say
Also, most of the
220.
Terror and the 220.
Yeah, and the Terrorburn shit ends at 220 too, actually, yeah. Evan. So I actually have an Evan boss mule, but I don't like this class. Um the training is
You also
really
have to boost like every single skill?
You don't have to boost every skill, but you definitely need 2 sets of trios at least, like
Okay,
for
okay.
sure. So like 4 slots just on boost nodes, and then Evan's training is really good, but it's high effort, which is like, if you don't like if you don't want that, then there's easier options, obviously. Um, it also requires a lot of funding relative to other classes because your skills have low percentages, meaning like they don't do that much damage. So yeah, it's also sort of bursty. Like you have a 3-minute burst that's really strong, but this 3-minute burst, although they made it a lot easier to do now, so that people who don't main this class and don't have that much knowledge on it, they can still get off their whole burst. It's still like a directional burst, and if you're not playing the boss right, the boss can just dodge your entire burst. And then off burst is not that strong. This class off burst does like very low damage, and then every minute it spikes up with the Worm King, but other than that, and even Worm King, like you could miss that shit too. Um, Although 3-minute, like 2-minute bind now, because this class benefits a lot from the shorter 2-minute bind, because you could guarantee all your bursts. It's still not that good in my opinion. Uh, at 220, you need a lot of node slots because you need your 4 boost nodes. Uh, you need all of your V skills because it actually uses the V skills. They're all really important. You can't like skip out any. So that's 8 slots right there. 8 out of 9 just on your V skills and your node slots. This class benefits a lot from attack speed. So it's like, you could use DSI, but then that's your 9th slot, and you won't have mana overload. You won't have bind. You won't have goddess. You won't have sharp eyes. Like it just has too many. Like at 220 that you need to do.
Upgrade scup at 20.
Like it's like really uh, and you need attack speed in her. Yeah, like it's just like no E form. E form is whatever though. No Freuds. Not even for the iframe. Freuds just gives you damage as well. But like there's just a lot of shit that Evan needs, and it's just not good at 220. You need too much. Do you have any thoughts on Evan?
Avoid this class. This class needs help. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Dude, Ilium, you play this as a boss mule. You're like the one qualified person.
Okay, so the thing I'll say about Aliens though, this patch they already made it a lot easier. So, uh, it's I. If you really like the class, you can. But I'm gonna okay. Let's open with. I'm gonna put this at A at the highest. I definitely think it's better option than Arc Blaster and Evan. Um, but the thing with this class is that the cooldown is pretty weird than most of the classes because you're a lot more reliant on basically your cooldowns depending on how fast you can stack up your gauge. Um, and the only reason, okay, I can put it up higher for 235 mil because this class is kind of bursty. The laser and the goddess is basically 180 or 240 big burst. Most of the time, if you're doing a 220, then it's gonna be you're not gonna have your full nodes at 220. You can only have one set of trios, and I recommend a mode. I recommend for two sets of trios, so 4 slots, to do optimal damage. And I think for Mule, there is a lot more better options than Ilium because this class you need to learn it, and you need to learn the how to manage the cooldown, how to manage the balls. There's a learning curve to the playstyle. There's a learning curve to the cooldown management on this class because it's not like any other typical class when as long as like your skill cooldowns up, you can go in, right? This is more like, okay, can I fly now? It's more of that type of question than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And the other big thing is just that the no slot is another thing. It's just you're just not gonna get the full experience at 220 with the nodes.
Yeah. What do you think of like so why do you think it's better than the B tier ones? Like what makes it a little bit better? Just because of the damage or mobbing?
Mobbing is a really big one. Alien training is really really easy. It's like it's so free. it might not be like crazy rates, but it's really free. The training, like it's one of those like you sit in one spot training type of class.
Yeah.
And one gripe I have about this class is that that makes it brings it down a little bit is that they're not. So the Crystal Gate, which is the 4th V on this class, you can install 3 portals on the map, and you can teleport between them. And when you're near the portal, every time you're near the portal is going to give you 100 and it's like 100 magic attack buff that refreshes every so often, and it's basically always active. But the thing is, it's not protected by buff freezer this patch. When you die, it just goes away. Next patch, they're changing that, so that's a good thing. But I've had multiple times when I put on portal, I just die. But that's more on me than anything else.
Yeah. That actually brings up a good point. Buff freezers in your boss mules. For me personally, like I try not to use any. I know like like people sometimes they want to use like maybe 1 or 2, but I just feel like it's just a waste of money. Like imagine 1 or 2 freezers on like 10 characters every week. That's like 200 mil. Like that's a lot of money. That shit adds up every single week. Over a month, that's like 800 mil you spent on freezers when you could have just played better. So I just try not to get any freezers at all. Sometimes it like bites you in the ass because you die and lose your buffs, but like I'm willing to play the risk, honestly. And it'll force you to play better.
Another thing is that the inner ability, like this class benefits from inner ability more than like I would say most of the class in the game, because it needs, so to do optimal damage, right? Like the absolute optimal damage. So we're talking about how much you can do at level 220 versus like the mains, like the your maximal potential on the class from inner ability, right? You need attack speed and you need cooldown skip on this class. It benefits a lot from both of them.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Attack speed and cooldown skip, that's a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah. I do have a tip though for people who want to make Ilium a boss mule, is that whenever you're off, you're off like the glory winds of glory mode. If the gauge charging skill is off cooldown, just press it. Even though if you're not using it, just press it. Just put that thing in cooldown, and the gauge filled can last I think 6 minutes or 5 minutes, until you have to use it. They changed it to 300 seconds. I'm pretty sure. Same as adrenaline. Like when you're 1,000, you have an option to press it within the next 300 seconds to pop it. Yeah.
A lot of people are saying like Ilium doesn't need cooldown skip. Why do you think it needs cooldown skip?
Huh?
People are saying you don't need
CD
skip.
Second line. Just get that second line.
Yeah, second line. But what gets skipped on Ilium?
What I just said, the wings charging skill.
Oh, okay.
And also your reaction. All of your reaction gets cooldown skipped. If people don't know that.
Oh, okay. All right. So you think Ilium's still at an A?
Yeah.
All right. Kaiser is next. Weren't we just talking about Kaiser like today?
Yeah. I don't like gauge classes for bossing mules in general.
Yeah, I agree. Because as well.
Kaiser's gauge is not like Hylo's gauge, right? At least Hylo's gauge, when you're hopping between in and out of bosses, you just press. When you're going from one boss to the next, then you can just press your hyper to fill up your gauge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kaiser, your gauge is not filling up unless you're hitting the mob, hitting some mob.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. The thing about Kaiser is I'm pretty sure your trios are good on this class, and being a warrior, it doesn't need too many. But I think the damage is really good though, like for these baby bosses. Like the DPS is really, it's like solid. Like you're not gonna be like waiting forever for anything, really. Yeah, Yeah, the training on Kaiser is really good too. It is. It's very easy.
Yeah, I think the second and third V are really good for small bosses. Like the sword, like the 5 sword sticking on the ground explode, and then your third V, the Giga, what's it called, Droko Slash or something?
I don't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a similar as Arc's third V. It's really good for small bosses.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't the skill that makes you go into transformation without gauge is like 4 minute cooldown, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that's a long ass cooldown. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
really long cooldown that just forces you into transformation. The other thing about Kaiser is you have really good movement. So even classes, so like this goes back to like the whole super stance thing. Like although I don't think it has super stance besides like impenetrable skin, unless it does, and I don't know. The movement on the class is super good. So you could just dodge all the pushes, and like the range of your attacks is far. Like you don't have to get pushed on this class. It does need attack speed and buff though, to be like really good.
Yeah. I still think it's one of the better ones.
Yeah, I
Even with
agree.
those downsides. It's just that goes to show how strong it is, I guess, for these baby bosses.
Yeah, yeah, it does have TP in Kaiser form. That's what makes it really good. Like the movement is very fast. Uh, I'm thinking S or A, but I feel like it's better than Ilium though. So it feels weird being on the same tier as Ilium.
I think at 220, this is a little this one's a little weird. I think at 220 is better at Ilium at S rank, but I don't see Kaiser going up in rank in for 235. But Ilium does go up in
Yeah,
235.
no, I agree.
It looks,
There's no way it goes up. There's no way it gets better. Like
yeah.
for Elucid and Slime.
Kaiser's one of those classes just capped at S. I'm pretty sure. They're
Yeah.
like capped out at this.
Mech. What do you think of mechs?
And this is another class with like atrocious no situation, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure this class needs hella nodes. And also, like, it's strong, but I don't think it's that good for, like, just 220.
It's a lot better for 235.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
because the cooldown on the burst is way too long.
Yeah, it is. It is. The cooldown's long, and, like, bro, burst classes just aren't that good, straight up, for boss mules. At the 220 range, they're just not that good. Like, mech doesn't suffer too crazy much about, like off burst, but still, like,
Yeah, that's the one good thing though. People were saying the battery assault, the 20-second cooldown, like 200 line ish skill is basically carrying this class.
yeah.
Um, like in whatever situation, like as a class overall, as a bossing mill. Because on spot bosses, you just throw that down and you can just leave.
Yeah. They're saying I thought this was 220 for baby boss, not Lomian. No, Lomian is included. Lomian is included in this. Lomian's like
Lomian's like the high checks on 220
yeah,
bosses.
yeah. Lomian's like the max. Like we still have to talk about it because um yeah, the bulk of this tier list is towards the baby bosses, but like you can also do Lomian at this like if you want to. So we're mentioning Lomian as well. Like it does play a factor. But like in the next tier list, Lomian and above is like more, weighed more. That makes sense. Um, I don't know where to put Mac. Honestly, it does benefit from dice, but dice takes up a slot. That's the thing.
Yeah, Mike, Mac. I think the node is pretty bad because you also have to have overdrive. You also have to have overdrive benefits this class a lot because this class like some of the cooldowns are really short and you just want to sync up with um the skill.
Mhm.
I think I honestly think it's just A tier at 220. I would rate it a lot higher and on um the 235 list though.
Yeah, I think it is better than these ones. I feel like we need another tier for some reason, but we'll
And it's,
we'll 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 get into it if we do need another
yeah.
tier. Merc. This one's bad. This one's really bad. Like really, really, really bad. Like almost C tier bad. Because this thing needs a lot of nodes first. The lot of nodes itself, it makes it bad. Like straight up. But this is also another class where it's the same thing as Blaster and Cadena. Like you need to know how to play it for it to be even decent. And you're going to be spending a lot of time to learn how to like optimize it. Where like if you're just holding Ishtar's ring, like you're not going to do shit. The other thing with Merc is like, bro, even little things like you have to keep up your combo between bosses is just annoying. And then even the DPS isn't good. The burst is really strong, but it's like that's it. Who cares? And then you're sweating your ass off just to do 0 damage off burst. And the training is high effort. It's like not even that good. This class is like really bad. I think this is like the worst one we've done so far.
Yeah. I have no experience, but yeah, I think for one, it's a big burst class. For another, it like it has like 4 boost nodes. I'm pretty sure, 2 sets of trills. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, minimum because I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
end game mercs use 3. But
Really?
yeah, I'm pretty sure like
Okay.
they
I
use a
do think it's
lot.
better than Evan though. Like I think this class is better than Evan still.
I'm biased, I guess, because I know how to play Evan, so I feel like it's not as bad. But yeah, we need a new tier. Maybe we do need a C tier.
I mean, not really because just pick classes between S and SS. Don't look at anything down.
True, actually,
For real,
true,
like
true,
so
true.
please don't make yourself go through that.
Unless you really want to play it, like you really want to play it, like it's like your dream, bro. Anyways, next class, another shit class, like straight up another shit class. Like, where do I even start with Pathfinder? We both tried it. We both had a Pathfinder and we both switched to marksman. Like this shit is ass. Like it does no damage. Wait, where's AB? Stop, don't troll me. There's no way I didn't press AB. There's no way I didn't. No fucking way, dude. I did it again. Are you serious? I swear to God, I pressed AB this time. I put it in the pictures. Oh my God. Are you serious?
I mean, we're not that too deep in. Like, just snap. I'll just take a screenshot and you can get another one. You can just put these 10 classes real quickly.
Yeah, technical difficulties real quick. How did I forget AB again? Last time I did this, I forgot AB.
Racially motivated against AP.
Oh my God. The funny thing is I don't like AB. But I'm not trying to forget AB.
But the funny thing is though, AB is not actually one the better one. I'm not joking.
It's not. AB's bad.
Oh, why'd you say that? Or maybe it's still bad this patch. But I have faith. It will be good next patch.
I think maybe next patch it'll be better, but right now I don't think it's that good.
Okay, we'll add C tier. Fine.
Dude, it doesn't even matter. You're not gonna pick those classes anyways.
Yeah.
Why do you want to see
Why,
that they're
like,
shit?
why would you care? Like, whether it's in B or C? Are you actually gonna pick classes between B and C tier? Please don't do that to yourself, by the way. Some B tiers are good for leader. You guys make a good point.
That is a good point, actually. That's smart.
Damn, chat is smart.
Yeah, for
Fuck
once.
me then, I guess.
For once, they said something decent. Bro, fuck the Legion. Okay, this one literally has AB. I see it. You guys see it, right? It literally has AB right here. Like, I'm not missing anything. And last time I did it, it said 49 files too. It didn't change. Nothing changed. I swear to God. AB just doesn't want to be in this list or something. Submit.
All right, AB check.
Why is this taking forever?
Bro,
Dude,
I'm not seeing AB.
I knew it. It's not me. It's not me. Something is wrong. It's
We're
not me.
photoshopping that shit. We're Microsoft painting that shit.
Dude, I
Again.
knew it. I knew it. It's not me. I wouldn't forget AB. Like, the list is gaslighting you.
I would forget AB. Fuck that class.
True.
All right. Excellent.
Okay. I'm going to change these colors because I like nicer colors.
I think it's sexist, not racist. Imagine being the only gender locked class and getting excluded from a tier list.
Mihail is gender locked.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Anyways,
Still, it's sexist.
this goes in S. This goes B. Wait, this isn't even the right order. What the fuck am I doing? I think this goes B. This goes S. This also goes S. Actually, I don't know if Kaiser goes S. Might go down to A. I have to think. Blaster. I think Evan down here. Merc down here. Cadena here. Ilium here.
Yeah, that's good.
Mech. Where? A or B?
I think Mech is A. Just put it in A.
Okay. Pathfinder. Wait, we were talking about Pathfinder. Anyways, we're back. Oh yeah, Cadena nodes are really bad. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, Cadena. Wait.
C for Cadena.
Does
Fine.
Cadena need like fucking?
It needs like fucking like
6
4.
nodes?
Yeah, like 6 nodes. It's like a lot.
It boosts all of her skills, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll change the color. Stop crying. There. Anyways, we were talking about Pathfinder. This shit is like really bad. It does like no damage. You need. Can you get away with one set on this?
You need 4 nodes minimum.
Yeah, I was thinking like, can you get away? I don't think you can get away with it. You need
Nope.
you need the 4 slots.
Yeah.
Just for
you
your
do.
trios. Your V skills, what? You have Tornado, Nova Blast. I even forgot what the other ones were. Torrent is one.
Yeah.
And then
You
the
can
mobbing
just
one.
not use your barrier if you don't want to, but barrier is actually good this patch, in my opinion, because they brought down the cooldown from 200 seconds to 120.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. It doesn't need decent sharp price. It also doesn't need decent speed infusion.
Yeah, that is a good thing. But just the way the class works I think sucks. Like I think the way Tornado works sucks.
Yeah, the thing with Pathfinder is that even if you have a bind, Tornado's not doing that full damage. That's just not happening.
Yeah, this patch I'm talking about, this patch. Also, it does have super stance with triple impact, which is nice.
Yeah. The thing is, Pathfinder is one of the classes that you like before you start doing boss battles, you think is a brilliant fucking idea because it trains well. Like everything is like at least solid, right? Like it feels nice and solid. And then you start doing it, it's like, okay, this class sucks balls.
Yeah. No,
This is
I
one of the
don't even
classes,
know
like,
why. I had the same
this is
exact
amazing.
experience.
It looks fucking amazing on paper. That's why like everyone basically that makes I guarantee you like 60, 70, 80% of people that does boss meals get baited into Pathfinder, and then they realize how fucking shitty the class is.
Dude, and you know what's funny is mine was 235 and I still didn't like it. Like straight up. Like nothing changed.
I did it at 225. I was like, okay, this sucks balls. I'm switching.
Yeah.
I also think it doesn't help.
I am maining one.
It also doesn't help the situation when the other two brothers are just way better at bossing meals than this shit.
Yeah, I completely agree because it's like you had every opportunity to go marksman or bowmaster when you didn't. You chose the worst one. Yeah, no, the things that benefit Pathfinder is preventing me from putting it on a C, but I'll definitely put it at B. Like it does have a lot of things going for it. Like the nodes are good. You don't need a lot of like extra nodes. It has super stance and shit, but the way the class works and the damage is just not there.
Yeah,
So
Daniel. The thing is, all these benefits you're talking about Pathfinder, Bowmaster is exactly the same but better.
yeah, facts. Facts. Anyways, fuck Pathfinder. Phantom. This needs a lot of nodes,
Phantom.
doesn't it? It's a thief.
Yes. Wait. Actually, not really, right? Like you have, wait. You have one set of trios, right? Phantom, I'm pretty sure. You have your black cards, fucking your main attack hurricane, and then your tornado, right?
Mhm.
One set of trios. Um,
Yeah.
do you boost stolen nodes for? Oh, I guess you need the you. Oh, right. You guys are making a good point. You need the stolen skill nodes to be boosted to fucking train.
Yeah.
Okay, this sucks.
Yeah. Exactly. Um.
Because I was just thinking how many nodes it needs for bossing, but I didn't realize you still need to train this to 220. Holy shit.
Yeah. Exactly. This is a perfect example of what we were talking about. Where like training matters. Like training matters, and training matters specifically on Phantom because it means you need more nodes. Like you just need it, or you're not gonna train well, and it's gonna be shit. But I don't think the Phantom's damage is the problem. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think Phantom's damage is good, especially if you know how to play the class. But the requirements on it are high to get it going, especially at only at 220.
Yeah. You need 4 V skills 2, 6, goddess. Ready to die. You also need bind.
Yep, you do need bind. This class needs bind.
Okay, you also need sharp eyes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Phantom is also just not an early game class. Is it because also when you think about training a Phantom, right? Like with the stolen skills, um, the the thing about like Phantom training is that it just like it requires you to have like some funding to train well. Otherwise, it just feels shit in training.
Mhm. The Legion block is good though. If you ever get to
Legion
250.
block is good, but I mean everyone had Phantom either at 200 or 210 already, right?
Yeah. True. Doesn't need crit rate. Um,
I think I'll put it at
I was thinking B.
yeah, it's a B.
Yeah, cause
I
this
can move
it's
that one tier for 235, but
yeah, I agree. I agree. Cause the burst is good.
yeah.
Anyways, Shade. Okay, Shade I think is one of the classes that a lot of people also get baited into. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people know, like they have a Shade mule, but I don't think Shade is that good. Especially because they think like 250 crit damage block, but like I don't think the training is that good and the boss is that good. I think I got better this patch because they made
It did get better this patch.
yeah, they made the spinny shorter and more damage. But
Also, I don't know if you've noticed a lot of people that comment on your account review that actually a lot of people made a shade mule
yeah,
that came on your account review, and then they were all it's basically the Pathfinder type of shit. Like
yeah,
it looks good on paper, they start doing it, then the damage just felt like lackluster.
yeah. Something that benefits Shade a lot is it really doesn't have any buffs. Like that benefits Shade a lot because you could just
Yeah.
log in and go, which is nice. But the
Hmm.
damage is lackluster. Like that's just a fact. For like at the 220. So I want to make this clear because people always take me out of context for this 220 boss meal. They'll be like, "You said my class sucks," and I'm like, "No, I said it sucks in this specific scenario." Anyways, um, I think this is just another B. Like it's just
Yeah.
not good. It's like as Pathfinder.
Also, this class training is really aids.
You can
Bump
reset,
punch is
bind, and split though. What does
bad.
that even do? Doesn't do anything though. Yeah, bomb punch it sucks too.
Okay. Well, Hunter.
Dude, do I have to say anything? Do I even have to say anything? This class sucks. Like, it's just bad. It's a...
I also believe this class also need a Hell nodes.
Yeah.
Dude, these basically all resistance classes needs at least 2 sets of trios.
Better
Like
than
4 nodes.
PF Shirley? I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie. This is a burst class that their burst doesn't even go off that well because of the Jags are just stupid. And then the burst isn't even that good, and then off burst is not that strong. The training got better though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The training got better.
Training did get better for reboot.
You have a bind though at least?
I
That's
think
true.
that's what Matt was saying. Matt said the training got better for reboot, but not for Rex server.
Yeah,
That's
no,
another thing.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alan, for the second month. Honestly, this is at the bottom again. Straight up. I think these are all better. I'm obviously biased. Maybe Phil can save the class
No,
though.
no. I think 100 is a B.
Okay, Phil saved
Wait.
it.
Actually, it's a C. It's a C.
Never
Sorry.
mind. Let's go.
I'm not thinking straight. I do not see the no requirement.
Yeah. Burst class with a built-in bind is kind of okay.
Oh wait.
It doesn't matter.
A self bind. Okay, it's a B.
Why does that matter? It doesn't matter. You're binding regardless every 3 minutes or 2 minutes for your bind. You just have it with like Nova.
No. It's one less slot. That matters a lot.
Okay, that's true.
It's a B.
Fucking Wild Hunter.
I'm just gonna tell you most of the. Okay, this one's SS. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Wind Archer is really good, especially at 220.
Yeah, this is the first SS on this tier list.
This shit is brain dead.
Yeah, your node is done, and there's zero learning curve of this class. Zero. Like
Yeah.
anyone can log in and play this class to the maximum potential. Yep.
Yep, and then Emerald just does everything for you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do anything. You're literally just holding down the one button the entire time, and the boss and you're waiting until the boss dies and you loot. That's literally what the gameplay is like. I'm not even kidding. And it's a hurricane.
Yeah.
You don't need any like attack speed or a DSI or green pot or anything like that.
It's also a typical like no downtime class. The damage uptime is way too good on this class. Like you don't need to wait at all between bosses. Just go.
Yeah. The damage is good.
The damage is good. The damage is good on this class.
It's good, and especially in this scenario where you're doing like max up to nlomien, like the bosses are just brain dead. Like you're just hitting a wall. Like you're gonna get your damage off entirely. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pog.
Yeah.
Wind Archer's Pog. For this scenario. Anyways. I think Zero fucking sucks, bro.
This is another class with AIDS nodes.
Yeah, it's got AIDS nodes and no damage to show for it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else to say. The training is decent, but you need damage for to like train well on this. This class sucks, I'm pretty sure. Like this is at the bottom.
I think it's legit to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Adele.
You rate this one.
Yeah, I had Adele bossing mule. My Adele had a roar as well. Just to flex real quick. The thing with Adele is bathroom beer. The thing with Adele is you do need the 4 node slots. How this guy gets so many roars. You do need the 4 node slots, but the damage on Adele is really good, especially if you know how to play the class. Even off burst, like even off infinity, it's good. The thing that really sucks about Adele is the way the swords work. The swords are fucking annoying, bro. You finish a boss, you lose your swords. You need to get your swords up for the next boss. Your swords are like a huge part of your damage, so it's really annoying to deal with. Also it's similar to Haito in the sense that you need to keep up your stacks. Yeah, Gather Bloom is cringe. It is. Like Adele is also another one of those classes where people got baited into making the mule. But the thing about the bait with Adele is like it's not as bad of a bait because Adele is pretty strong still. Like at the end of the day, like it will do a lot of damage. Um, and then up to nlomien, it's like so. For a 235 tier list, it would go up IMO, but in this case, I think it's either A or B, honestly, like because I feel like it's better than all of these. Yeah. I feel like it's better than all these.
Yeah,
It
I
goes in
think it's
A.
better in all classes in B.
Yeah.
I'm
Adele,
telling you, this is going up to at least S in 235 list.
yeah, I completely agree. Cuz this class does get activated on higher tier bosses, but like in like the middle baby tier, um it's not. This is GMS. We will never talk about KMS like tiers. Um yeah, this is GMS reboot specifically. Um yeah, Adele is good. I don't regret making this boss mule either at all. Like I think it's a good one. But imagine getting CD hat and CD skip. You don't need CD skip on this class. Uh CD hat is nice, but even that you don't really even need it like on a boss mule.
No, I think CD hat is pretty needed. Like gather boom on different on off-scene cooldown without CD hat is just fucking AIDS.
Yeah, but even just -2 is not that hard to get, like regardless. Like you just get a
Yeah,
-2 and you're good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but even if you don't, like it's not like the end of the world. But yeah, cuz Adele still does a lot of damage just with the swords and the Aether Forge. Anyways, so Fire Poison I think is very very good, but very bad at 220. Like this is a
Yeah.
class that really needs nodes to like become online. Like it really
This is
needs them.
another. If you're playing fire poison, please make it to higher level than 220. Don't stop at 220 with fire poison.
Yeah.
It's similar with Adele situation. Like you need higher tier bosses for this class to shine. Like the nodes is way like this class you need a lot more node slots than the 9 that you're giving at 220.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you okay. Yes, the most of the damage is coming from 2V skills, but you don't want to just have 2V skills.
Yeah, you're just missing out on a lot. You're missing out on a lot. Like you need unreliable memories, mana overload.
Yeah,
Um
the common V skills it needs a lot more than the other classes because okay, this is a curse and a blessing at the same time. Like mages common V skills are just so good, all of them.
yeah.
Like unstable memory, the class three explorer mages don't work without unstable memory, and E form and mana overlord are just fucking insane tier common V skills.
Mhm. Where would you place it? Cuz the thing is like although it has those shorts, I still feel like it's better than all of these.
Yeah, it's still better in all the classes in B. I'm telling you, it's still better in all the classes
Yeah,
in
like
B.
it's still better than all of them just because this class is straight up is still super strong. Like it's still super strong and the training is good. I don't think it's S tier though. I think it's like A tier still.
I think it's top of A tier.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Like even at 230 it would just be so much better. Anyways, Ice Lightning. I mean Ice Lightning, all the mages are very similar. That's the thing. Like you need the nodes
Honestly,
for the mages.
yeah, uni nodes.
Like they're all good. They're honestly all good, all three of them. But like you need the nodes. It's just literally just as simple as that.
Unpopular opinion, I think Bishop is the best one out of the three at 220. No
Okay,
cap.
let's focus on IL real quick then.
Okay.
Um, the thing with IL is like, it is really a burst class, so like, it can't be better than FP like by default. Do you think? But I still think. Actually, I don't know if I would put IL in B, or A.
I was A.
Okay, yeah, we'll put it in A. There you go.
Yeah.
So why do you think Bishop is the best one out of the three?
Low, no requirement, and I think it's the easiest training up to 220
Mm-hmm.
because of um, what's that called? Self holy symbol.
Yeah.
no requirement. And another big thing people might not consider is that the buff freezer affects this class a lot less than the other two, and also you have door.
Yeah, that's true. This is like very, very easy to play and you won't die as well. For the trios, do you only need one set on this for a boss mule?
Yeah.
Well, Angel Ray.
Let me investigate.
Yeah.
It is. Wait, where is? Okay, it is Angel Ray. Okay, yeah, it's one set of three. I don't read. I don't know the name of these skills, but it's one set of trios.
Dude, not tweet acting like he plays Bishop. Anyways, I think it is above. I think it's in the S tier. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on. Beast Tamer. I really don't know that much about Beast Tamer. Like this is one that always stumps me every time I talk about it. Like I don't know that much about it. Like straight up. Like I don't know who has a BT boss mule. Actually, I think I do know somebody with a BT boss mule, but like I only know the class to 200. I don't know what the V skills do that much. I know there's the burst, and then like the tornado one as well. But I don't know the CDs.
Dude, I'm looking at this no requirement. Dude, this is like 2 sets of trio minimum.
Really?
The fuck?
I mean that makes sense because this class has a lot of skills. And it's a mage.
Is that someone you know, definitely? Isn't he okay? His BT is not a mule anymore. His BT is legit second main.
Yeah. Training is juiced. Yeah, the training on this is really good. It is. You have a lot of buffs and the movement is very fast.
Okay. Okay.
2 sets of trio is like the average, yeah, but there are some like exceptional classes that only need 1 set. And then they'll be like online with that.
Yeah.
So let's just talk from like a node perspective on BT. Like you're gonna need 4 slots, right?
Uh-huh.
And then your 4 V skills.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get away with not using one of the V skills because I don't remember what they all are. So let's just say like 3 V skills.
They have 2 slots left. 1 or 2 slots left.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's not good, bro. But surely it's not as bad as the bottom ones, right?
I don't think it can be worse than American and
Like I don't
Zero
think it's down
and Evan.
here. I'm sure it's just like not that great, but you can get the job done.
Yeah.
Anyways, Blaze Wizard.
I think the class just straight up fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does fucking suck. I'm not gonna lie.
I do know one thing though. It's only 1 set of trios. And
Yeah, it is 1 set of trios. The cog, the gear skill is really good as well.
Yeah, the Infernal Sapphire.
Yeah. But you need a lot of funding though, that's the thing. Like relative because the class doesn't do that much damage.
I think the kit the skill kit that the class has are actually good for boss mule. The V skills are really short turnaround and high uptime. Right?
Yeah.
Because the Infernal Sapphire is like the more you use, the more cooldown it's gonna have, and the less you use, the less cooldown you have. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm afraid to put this at like fucking S tier because what if the classes don't do damage?
No, it's definitely not in the S tier. It's like I don't know. I need fucking Taj, bro. He's like the one beast fucking Blaze Wizard I know.
Okay, someone said they have a beast team. They have a Blaze Wizard. I think it's the A. So let's just. I can go with that. Because just imagine like the skill kit that this class has. It is a rather desired skill kit for boss meal. Also, did you break your mic again?
No, I just wasn't saying anything. I was just
Okay.
listening.
Oh yeah, it does have a self door as well.
Yeah, we'll put it in the middle. That's actually kind of funny. It's actually funny seeing Blaze Wizard up here. Okay, anyways. Bowmaster's really good, bro. This is the one that I'm gonna play.
If anyone disagrees, go in the VOD from 2 days ago. I streamed it in the stream.
Yeah, no, this is straight up an SS tier, which is kind of funny because it's like at the low end, this list is like upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like upside down. Not obviously not literally upside down, but it's just like these two would never be at the top for the low end, for the high end. But actually, Bowmaster's really good. Not gonna lie, even at the high end. So this is the same thing. You could get one set of trio, hurricane class, so you don't need any attack speed funding. Don't need sharp eyes at all. The damage is good. You don't die. You have 2 doors, and you have a good burst as well. It's just like everything is set up. Like the kit is just built for logging on and doing bosses, like straight up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Bowmaster is fat. The training is good too. Any thoughts or that's it? Next one.
Yeah. So it's just durable. It's just a durable class. It's
BM has a puppet.
It's forgiving.
Yeah, it does.
Like super forgiving. Bowmaster does not have a puppet. That's marksman.
Oh, I thought it also did. Never mind.
No, it does not. It does not. But so with Bowmaster, one good thing about Bowmaster is that it's a hurricane class that you can jump attack.
You can what?
So what you would do is that what you can do is you can put your the teleport door on one side of the map to lure the bot, like just backstab, like lure the boss into the other direction, and when you get to the corner, just teleport to the other side and repeat the process.
Yeah.
And once you and all of your bursts like 2 minutes. Once it's up, like pop off them, bind, burst. Also, bind is also 2 minutes. So bind, shoot, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fat. Bowmaster is fat. Like, Abby was a genius this whole time. She invested early.
True.
Yep. Anyways, Buck. Honestly, I'm tempted to put Buck in the double S tier as well.
Buck is. One thing about Buck is that the base stat is really high on this class. It has base high attack percent, base high attack. The ID is also really high. It's 40% on base. They just changed that this patch. It used to have one of the shittiest ID in the game. It's like 40% chance to ignore 100%, 40% chance to ignore 100% attack, 100% defense, which is the fucking sucky ass skill.
Yeah.
But this patch they just changed that to 40% ID straight up, and only requires 1 trio for bosses. And honestly, as long as you max out your loader deep, you're fine. Like your damage will be good enough.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And the thing about Buck is they significantly made the class way easier to play. They got rid of like 3 core like mechanics. You don't have to ship to add 2 lines. You don't have to keep up Dragon Strike, which I'm an expert at doing, and you don't have to keep up your power unity at all. So it's like you literally just turn on your Lord of the Deep and punch the thing. That's it, like straight up. And then you use your big hitting skills whenever they're up. Like it's just that simple. And the training is like super good with like triple dice.
Yeah. Buck is also okay. So there's regular dice classes, and there's like the 3 explorer, and then the 2 other explorer dice classes, and there's Bucks dice. Bucks dice is by far the best out of all the dice classes in the game,
Yeah.
because you have the dice hyper, which Corsair also has. I don't think Cannoneer has, but Corsair also has the dice hyper passive. But Buck also has time leap on top of that. So
Yeah. Apparently we're missing Shatterer on the list too. I don't know how the fuck that happened. But yeah.
oh
We're photoshopping it in, I guess.
yeah. Okay, moving on.
Anyways. Cannon Master. Cannon Master is also really good. Another dice class with good training and not a high node requirement and very easy to pick up. You know, the Cannon Masters are, you know, they're good, but like it's easy to pick up. You could use your bullet for like each boss. Has a very short cooldown iframe as well, like 25 seconds or 30 seconds or something. The
Yeah.
burst is decent too with the airstrike or whatever it's called.
The supply thing.
Yeah. I thought CM you could get rid of like I thought you could get away with only one trio for bossing. Like Cannon Barrage, your hyper.
Yeah, he's talking about like getting the perfect trio is hard because there's a lot of skills that CN
Oh,
has.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
I will
That's
say
a good point.
though, out of the 3 explorers, pirates, CM might be the worst one.
Yeah. No, it definitely is the worst one out of the 3.
Interesting link. I have something similar.
Let's keep this on the side.
Wait, 1/7 trio is all you need for bossing.
Yeah, I thought you only needed one set of trio just for this class. Like obviously you could go with more, but I thought you only needed one. I think CM either way is a solid S tier class though for weekly bossing. Up to
Yeah.
220.
Yeah.
Okay. Corsair's another double S tier, isn't it? Or you don't think
No,
so? Okay.
I don't think so. Corsair, you need not for this boss, not for this tier. Corsair needs a lot more nodes than the other 2. Like one set of trio is not gonna cut it for this class. You need at least 2.
Okay. There you go.
And yeah.
What
Yeah,
what else?
I think there's also a bit more learning curve than the other 2, and it's more to manage than the other 2, like your crewmates and stuff, and then like your fucking I don't remember what that skill called, quick draw, some shit. Although they made it passive, but you still have to look out for that.
The headshot?
And huh?
The headshot skill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you want to do it at 220, okay, I really don't want to do this class at 220. I think it's probably the Adele situation. Like it's just not optimal at 220.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I do still think it's definitely better than Arc, Blaster, and the other classes in B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's A or S?
It's A.
Okay.
220 is A.
Dark Knight. Dark Knight's like better DB.
Dark Knight's SS.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, it is. This shit is really good. What isn't it another one set? Also,
yeah, it's one set of trios.
what was I gonna say? Also, it has very short cooldown, like big hits. Like every 10 seconds, you could use your whatever the fuck spear that you aim, called, and then
that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you can't die in this class straight
this
up.
class is broke.
Yeah, you cannot die in this class either.
Oh yeah, can do Lomian sub 10k stat. My first time Lotus clear on this class at 220 was 9k stat. I did it in 7 minutes. At 9k stat. All my potentials are epic.
Also, in terms of like your burst, like it also has a good burst too, like a quick super Blade Tempest burst as well. So Dark Knight's like,
Yeah.
this shit is not lacking in any damage, and the cooldown is not long either, and the survivability is crazy good. The training is also really good.
You're not gonna need buff reserve at all on this class.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you that.
The training is
If
also
you get
really
mad
good.
to like actually lose life counters, then fucking hard to do that.
Lame attack animation though when bossing. This guy's actually just looking for something to complain about. Who cares? Dark Knight plays am I right? Yeah. Anyways, honestly, I'm tempted to put Dawn Warrior also in double S tier.
It is. It is.
Because this class is fucking broken at the baby tier.
Yeah. The damage uptime is just way too high on baby bosses.
Yeah, damage uptime is high, very strong. Training is brain dead on Dawn Warrior. Also, the node requirement isn't high either. Like,
also the trails.
Yep.
Super stance, yes.
Yep, super stance and can go through DR. Actually, facts. Like you just, this is another brain dead ass class where you're gonna kill the boss. Like, and built-in bind. Yep, and 2 iframes.
Yep. Also, you have teleport to go through Lotus lasers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Dawn Warrior's fat. The demons. Honestly, Demon Avenger, although it got better by a lot, I still don't think it's like god tier.
Don't play this as a baby mouse mule when you don't plan to learn this class, like actually learn this class. It's another blaster situation. If you want, if boss mules, if you treat boss mules as something that you just want to log on, like just get the job done, don't do this class. The learning curve it's actually a lot harder than what people think.
Yeah, I completely agree, because like you're gonna hear a lot now that DA is so good, DA is so good, and it is. But like at that 220 tier, you're not invested enough to make it really good. So
can you even hit 500k HP at 220?
I think it would be hard. Yeah, it would be pretty hard to hit the max visible. Where would you put it? You think it's still better than like the shit ones though?
Yeah. That's definitely better than those.
Yeah, probably put it here then.
Staying alive, brothership pass. They just need to. It's hard to stay alive and hard to do optimal damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe. That's exactly what it is, Kobe.
Anyways, next class. Honestly, bro. The God class.
I have one. It's fucking great.
Demon Slayer is literally just the God class. Like this is like how do you even explain this? Do you remember when Naruto came back from the Sage of Six Paths and just had God powders? Like straight up. He just had like Sage of Six Paths Sage mode. This is like that's like what Demon Slayer is. It's just like you're just on another level on your own.
Dude, this class don't need IED. You don't need
IED. You don't need IED. You don't need crit rate. You don't need anything.
Right? Like you always think about how to max crit. This class doesn't have that.
Yep. You don't need IED. You don't need crit rate. You don't need hands. You don't need a brain. All you need is like a working computer, and that's it.
You just want a working computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The nodes for DS, you do need 4 trios, but if you're trying to be a baby boss, you could get away with only 1 set on the demon.
Huh? You need 4 trios? Wait, what?
Not 4 trios, 4 slots.
Wait, why?
I'm saying at a higher level you do, but you could get away with 2 slots for a baby boss on this class.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could just max like Lash, chomp and impact, and that's it. That's all you need. But like, you know, and the thing with the training is like, you know, you do want to, for training, it's like you could use like Demon Cry, Concussion, and whatever the fuck else. But even without those skills boosted, those skills still hit really hard and you'll train well. And it's not like as you're opening your nodes, you're not gonna get those skills. Like you're gonna get those skills and you could swap them out for when you're training and when you're not training.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Demon Slayer's damage is just insanely high. Like, and the other thing about Demon Slayer is you don't even need your 4th V at the moment, like straight up. So you could just use like what's it called? Goddess. The Goddess on this class is super good. You could use like Speed Infusion as well. Like there's enough slots. I had a Demon Slayer bosser exactly at 220 and it was one of my best ones. Or it might be my best one, period. This is in terms of bossing and mobbing, like everything. Just the entire. Just to reiterate, because there's a lot of people that join. This is a tier list on the classes up to around 220 for the bosses Max and nlomien, and we're talking about the entire process of making the boss meal, funding it, what the bossing is like, and other like aspects about it, and putting it on a tier list. Anyways, yeah, Demon Slayer's up there. DB. So DB is something that you know, I used to have as well. This is something that a lot of people will say like, bro, DB's the god. DB's the god class. And although DB is good, I don't think it's the god class. It's good because you have short cooldown, big hits. You have decent burst with Blade Tempest and Ashura, and you have built-in IED. But and you have really good survivability. But the thing about DB is the nodes are really hard to get. They're really hard to get. And the training isn't that good. It got better, but it's not that good.
Also,
And then
like,
also Chad is just better in every way.
The explosive deep classes, you're just gonna need
the nodes.
Shadow Walker and then Ready to Die.
Yeah, you need Shadow Walker and Last Resort. Like you need those skills. They're actually like so much damage bonus. CD hat. Yeah, CD hat,
and
no
you don't
bind.
have a bind.
Yep.
Yeah, all these good points that you guys are making.
This is a boss mule tier list. You only need one trio? Yeah, you do. Getting the trio is really hard though, because DB has a lot of skills.
I think DB is 8 tier though.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's bad. I think it's. I was gonna say either A or S, but up to you.
Actually, I can go with S.
Yeah, because DB's still like really good.
Yeah, I was thinking because at 220, even though you're limited, you can let go of your 4th B because that skill sucks anyways.
Yeah, you don't need Haunted Edge.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is like, because a lot of people think DB's like God, but it's not. It's really good, but it's not God. Shad next. We'll do them at the end. Let me think with Hyatt though. So, believe it or not,
Zades.
yeah, this isn't that good at 220. The only reason that I made it work at 220 is because I already know how to play the class. But from somebody who doesn't know how to play the class's perspective, there is a little bit of a learning curve. It's not too crazy, for just like the baby bosses. But the nodes on this class are giga aids. You don't need many trios, but getting the trios is like super hard. It's actually the hardest in the whole class, as a matter of fact. Also, keeping up Phantom Blade in between bosses can be pretty annoying. If you like aren't thinking about it that much. Also like Sakuno being 4 minutes is like really annoying. Granted, you probably don't even need Sakunos, but it does add a lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie. The output, the damage output is really high, but it's hard to get it going like consistently from boss to boss to boss when you're really not that funded. What do you think?
No, it
does have super stance, which is nice. And the infinite healing doesn't matter at this tier. Infinite healing doesn't matter in this tier, straight up.
The boss hopping and keeping up Phantom Blade is just aids, literally aids on this class.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And the sword energy gauge, dude. Overall, just aids, please.
The nodes is the worst thing for me personally. Getting the nodes is the biggest turnoff on the class. Like you know what's another thing about this class that I realize is uh so when you're making these boss mules, a lot of these classes you don't necessarily need to max the skill for it to be good, but on Hayato you need to max the skills. Like there's a big difference from like
Yeah.
level 10 Phantom Blade and level 30 Phantom Blade. Like it's
Not just not just the damage percentage on itself, but also the final damage buff it gives.
yeah, like you need this is just a big node sync. Like it is. Like it's probably the biggest node sync out of all the classes. So Sengoku Force. And the duration, yeah, the duration of the skill also goes up. The training is brain dead, which is like good. Honestly, I'd put Hayato in double S tier.
Dude, put that shit down to C. I'm not recommending this class. This class is going to C.
Not biased.
Dude, okay, bro. I have one. My hat was 250 as well. Like I'm dealing with this on a week to week basis. I don't recommend this to people. I would never recommend this to people. Just put it on C.
I wouldn't recommend Hayato to others either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we did it.
Anyways, Hero's just the worst out of the Explorer Warriors for boss mules. Like, if you're gonna make an
Are you
Explorer
dying,
Warrior,
I can tell you're dying inside.
dude, I just like deleted the last 2 minutes of my brain. I actually have I have Pudding's Devil Fruit, so like I just like cut that shit out. Like it just I don't even know what happened. Anyways, Hero's just the worst out of the three. Like why would you play Hero when Paladin and Dark Knight are just better for this
Yeah.
tier?
The other two is just better. Also, like for some reasons, I have a friend that just made my old guild master that he recently just made the hero boss mill, and he switched Paladin. He's like, I'm not going back.
Yeah. No, Paladin and
And
Dark
the
Knight are
thing-
better. Everywhere.
The thing that happened this patch is like for some reasons, hero turned out to have like more no slots requirement, more boost nodes than requirement than before for some reasons.
Yeah.
Like they added like skills and that you need to use, and like you just not like two. I don't think Water of True is gonna cut it.
I mean you could just do like Rising Rage, Raging Blow, and Cry Valhalla. Like you could just use those three, but I think you are missing out with do they still boost final attack, or is that not a thing anymore?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
The reason that Hero does and the other two don't, because the other two is a second drop final attack. Hero's advanced final attack is a 4th drop version.
okay, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. So you are kind of gimped with that. And the other thing about Hero is like honestly, Combo Instinct doesn't even do anything. Like honestly you don't even really need it. Like straight up. It's all about just burning Soul Blade, Sword Illusion, World Reaver, like those three when you're doing the boss meal. And the thing is like although we're saying Dark Knight and Paladin are better, we're not saying Hero is bad. Hero is still a really good boss meal. It's just the other two are much better. So honestly, I still think Hero is either A or S tier, like straight up.
I think so too. Like, let me see. I think it's S.
Yeah,
Looking at
I'm
classes
fine.
in
I'm
A.
fine with S because the raw damage output is still extremely high. And the training for the class got so much better too. So it's not like that's really gimping you as much as it used to before.
Yeah.
Also, the rush on Hero is really nice.
The rush.
Yeah, their dash skill, the liquid tech.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But don't all the Explorer Warriors have that though?
No, but the Hero one is better. The Hero one is like really fast and longer. The Dark Knight one is slower and not as long.
Got it.
Anyways, dude, Paul Young fucking sucks, bro. Especially at 220.
That shit not working at 220.
This
That
shit,
shit is not working at
you're
220.
just missing too many pieces. Like, it's not complete. It's like you're running like 3 pieces of Exodia. It's just like you don't. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Doesn't this class boost like 9 skills or some shit? And all of them like fucking required or some shit?
I'm pretty sure this class has a lot of boost nodes. Yeah, straight up. And it's a thief. Like, you need last resort. Like, you're not getting away with that.
Yeah. But I would tell you guys though, the next tier list, the 235 one, I'm putting this class straight up to SS. Just letting
Yeah,
you guys
it's
know.
completely different. That's why we need the 2 tiers, the 2 tier list, because like just putting this out there, I feel bad because some people are gonna level it more and they're gonna be like, huh, but you said Hayato sucks, and then like Hayato's like super good and the best class
It's
in the
all
game
about
actually.
Hayato. It's always
I'm hurt. Why is it different after 220? We'll get into it later. Anyways, Hoyoung fucking sucks, dude. Honestly, dude, I don't know about C tier though.
No, it's not C tier. Like, wait.
Only little bit.
I think it's A or B. If Adele is A, I think Hoyoung can be A.
Let me think. Because Adele's nodes are definitely better than Hoyoung's. That's the thing.
Oh yeah. That's for sure.
So, and the thing about but the thing that Hoyoung has a better advantage than in Adele is Adele has more shit to keep up between bosses. Like, Adele has to keep up their resonance rush stacks. Unless you're a fucking shitter and you don't care about that. And they lose their swords after the end of every boss, so they have to get their swords again. That's what makes Adele like not as good. But Hoyoung doesn't have to deal with that, but the nodes are harder to get.
Yeah. B.
Honestly, I might put them together because they, like, one has harder nodes but is more convenient, and the other one is less convenient but easier nodes. That makes sense.
Okay.
They both have like class binds as well, and burst and decent DPS.
Okay, yeah. Hoyoung nodes is free. The node.
Yeah, every trio is perfect.
The node is free because every trio is perfect. Yes. The same thing as Arc. You're just boosting literally every single skill.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's just like you'll get your perfect trio, but like you need other perfect trios too. Anyways, Jet, you play this.
Long story short, don't.
Long story short, don't. And said don't. Why? What's wrong with Jet? You have a car.
I'm not feeling the damage. And the car you cannot bring like from boss to boss. Like you can never like get the full. I don't think I've ever gotten the full duration on the car except for like Damien phase 1. Like that's the only situation that I'm getting the full benefit of the car.
I don't think I'm getting a full benefit of the car too. Gas is too expensive these days. Dude,
Yeah,
you don't have to fake laugh, bro. I know it's not that funny.
Jet. The class play actually plays really good, and the trio you only need 1/7 trio for bossing. Like the fluidity is pretty high on this class when you're playing it. Oh, actually, I would say it's like either solid A. I was just trying to argue whether I can put it in S.
I don't think it's an S tier. You hate it. Jazz like Corsair with no damage. Facts.
The nodes are easier than Corsair though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And it's easier to play than Corsair as well. Okay, just put it in A.
An A? Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Kane, this is another one that you play.
Yeah. Don't do it at 220. If you want to play Kane, Kane is one of those classes. Kane is really good at 235 for higher tier ones. Kane is really good.
Yeah.
The 235 version, when we're including Lucid and normal slime, I'm gonna put Kane really high. But 220, Kane needs 3 sets of trios. It needs 6 node slots. But
There's no exception.
if you're doing 220, I'm getting away with just just one set, 2 trio, just 2 node slots. You can get away with it at 220, but that's definitely not ideal. But you can make do. But it's just not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I still think it's better than all the classes in B tier though. So I'll give it an 8.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still strong and has a lot in its kit.
Yeah, it's a 90-second burst. You have a burst cycle of 90 seconds every single time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the reason why I think it will be a lot better at the 235 level is that your off burst can actually kill. Like if you bring this class to 235, right, with the 235 investment, your off burst can kill the mini bosses a lot easier. Because this class off burst, like if you're not doing the 90-second burst, your off burst is really shit. Like 9 low level shit.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not 9 low level shit, but it's quite luckbuster off burst.
Yeah. Facts. That's
Yeah.
facts actually. You're not doing shit off burst. You're just waiting. Okay, that's fine. Dude, this one's gonna cause an argument because me personally, I feel like Kana fucking sucks now. That, like, although Kana's kit is good, like you have Footbind, Domain, Sengoku Force is really good. Consistent
It
damage
sucks.
with Shiki. It's just the damage output is not good. Burst, maybe a little bit. But the thing about Kana is all of its damage comes from its nodes. Like, that's the point. Like, the nodes give this class all the damage. And now it's and then when you're a baby like 220 little like idiot, like you're just gimping yourself so much because you could get away with one trio, just have like Shiki, Tengu, and like Yosuzume, but then you're missing out on more damage from having another trio with like Ninetales and whatever else.
Tom made a really good point. This class has 0 ID or crit rate.
That too. You have to max all skills to still do 0 damage. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you need all the skills, and then it doesn't have anything to show for it.
Guys,
Only
I'm gonna
two-
make it this way.
Kobe's right.
I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make the statement. Even if it was the old version of the Kana, like the pre-nerf version, I'll still not rate it very high. Just because the base stat on Kana is really bad. Like really bad. Like really bad ID, really bad crit rate.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's obviously better before, but even now it's just not as good. 220 the Kana gets activated more when it's stronger, like when it's a higher level and has better gear.
Yeah.
Then it's like really really good because you're making up for those shortcomings. But at 220, I don't think it's got enough.
Yeah. Dude, just put that shit and see.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it below Hyatt though. Just making that clear. Dude, I think Lara also fucking sucks.
Dude, I know 2 people that are like literally leveling Lara to liberation, and they both tell me that this class is like no fucking damage.
Me too.
Like
I
in the
know
burst
2
class,
people that
even
are,
the burst
that are
is not doing
liberating them.
damage, and the all burst is just literally not doing shit.
Yeah, no, I know 2 people who are literally liberating their Lars and they don't do damage. Like on and off burst, like you just really aren't doing that much damage. The thing is about Lara is
Dude.
like the only redeeming quality about Lara is it does use one set of trio, which is nice. I played my Lara to 220 actually, believe it or not, so I'm kind of a Lara expert. Well, that's to be expected.
Dude, you're saying that you don't need damage. You're saying a lot of things like you don't need this and you don't need that for Lomian. Dude, at 220, you need a bare minimum of some like benchmarking and baseline to do Lomian, dude. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
You're saying you don't need nodes for Lomian, you don't need damage for Lomian? What are you talking about, dude?
Are you already expert every class? Yes. She has another pro. You're both forgetting. She's very cute. Dude, cuteness tier list. No, we're not talking about 1 minute clear, not at all. That's not. I don't think we're on the same page here, buddy. Anyways, the only thing that's like decent is like the training. The training is like pretty good, but that's not enough. Like it's not enough. I think Lara is also C tier for our baby boss meal.
Oh, I know. Laura's getting ultra buff. I actually just saw someone like send me that the buffs that Laura will be receiving, but we'll have to see next patch. Like I haven't played the class enough, really above 200 to know. It's just judging based on what I can see with the existing content that I watch and stuff.
No, I mean I've played it at 220. It's not good. Like I've played it at 220, and I know the V skills and everything. And the other thing is, you know, the upcoming buffs. That's something for like future fill-in Hamza to worry about. Current, I don't give a fuck.
True.
Anyways, bro, unironically, Lumi's in the double S tier.
Oh, you're
So
serious?
is Marksman. No, I'm not serious. Lumi's fucking sucks. Okay, agree. Okay, the thing about Lumi, think about it. Bust that ass class only needs one trio: Ender, Reflection, and Apocalypse. Like straight up only one trio. Like how OP is that? Gate kills the whole map. You don't need any other skill for training at all. And Conduit does like what, 30,000, 40,000 lines when you're in Equilibrium, and then off Equilibrium it's like 10k if it's like long Conduit or wide Conduit. Baptism is just brain AFK skill. You press it and it does like infinite damage. You don't even think about it. Self bind, which is also an iframe. Full heal every 5 seconds. What else? Trying to think.
Yeah, I have
The
a lot
TP
of,
got way better. The TP's really good now. It's not like shit TP.
I have a lot of friends that just made the new version of the Lumi, like this patch. They made Lumi new Lumi bossing meal, and it turned out to be really good. I've seen the video clips that they sent me, and then the full boss run. I think I saw a video with 16k, and then everything was the full boss run, 13 bosses was done in 20. I think it's 21, 22 minutes.
It's actually not bad at all. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Lumi is Lumi is definitely in the ballpark of like I would recommend this class for boss meal if you want to play it. Have a deal.
They called me an idiot for putting it SS tier last time I did this. Now who's laughing?
I think last time they were just because the teleport changed the train, like just made the training that much more like enjoyable
Yeah.
than before.
Yeah. I really like, honestly, I put it SS tier just for the memes at
Yeah, it is
first.
the best.
But like, I'm not even joking. Like I put it for a meme, but I'm really not joking. Like, I don't really see that many downfalls for Lumi. Maybe like you need buff and like attack speed. I think you still need attack speed and buff for the inner, which is like pretty hard to get, but I don't see anything else that's bad with it at like a 220 tier.
Yeah.
Marksman I feel is another double S tier. I'm not joking.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you've played it.
Yeah, we both swapped our Pathfinders to Marksman.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna talk about Marksman or should I?
So Marksman. Okay, Marksman. Okay, so let's compare Marksman with the other two archers, right? Like let's just compare Marksman to Wind Archer. So the benefits, the pros, that the edge that Marksman has over Wind Archer is that it's a lot more bursty than the Wind Archer. So when you want to just get out of the bot like those two, like nlomien and CPAP is another one. Like you just want to burst out like quick.
Yeah.
Then Marksman gets the job done, and then Marksman has that OSHA button of the 10-second iframe as
Yep.
well,
Yep.
and both of them has the like permanent boss bind effect, right? Like
Yep.
the
The brain dead skill.
puppet.
Yeah. Yep. Both have like a puppet.
The edge that Windnarcher has over Marksman is though just the no attack speed requirement. Like obviously Marksman will work without the inner attack speed because it works in KMS. There's no way that it doesn't work in GMS. It's just better to have that +1 attack speed in there, right? But yeah, and low no requirement, of course, because from your comment, you really only need vicious shot. It's a good thing and bad thing at the same time because the bird and the guide arrow just sucks. Just don't use them. Like obviously as you're higher level, you have nothing else to choose from. You just put them on. And obviously that's fine. But at lower level, you just don't need to worry about them.
What about their what's their third V skill? I forgot what it's called.
Oh, you just don't. You also just don't.
You don't even need that. All you need is split and the cartridges. That's like just 2 V skills, and so 2 slots for V skills and 2 slots for trios. And then your remaining 5 slots are like Bind, Goddess, Vicious Shot. That's 3. Decent Speed Fusion, that's 4. And then you have one more.
And the decent combat order. This class benefits a huge.
Oh, it does. You're right.
Combat order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 passives.
Yeah, that's a good point. And the other thing is like a lot of those you could just put on a pet. So it's just like you don't have to think about it.
You don't need to level those up, like decent speed.
Yeah, you don't even have to level them up. That's such a good point. Like you just keep them at level 1. Yeah. Anyways, I don't think Mihao is that bad. I think the training's good, the consistent damage is there, but I don't think there's anything spectacular about it either.
I think Mihao's training. The thing about Mihao's training is that it doesn't benefit from totem too much, I believe. Which can be a
good thing. That's a good thing. No, it's a good thing. Because if you're only training to 220, I wouldn't even recommend like using your totems for that point. Like,
that's true.
Just do it. Just do it. Like it's easy to hit 220 even off totem.
I did up to. I think I did I only popped 1 totem for my 220 Bowmaster. Like that before 210, I just didn't pop a totem.
Yeah. Yeah, you straight up don't even need it because, like, as you're training your characters and getting the funded and stuff like that, you're probably not going to be one-shotting. So totem doesn't really benefit you. And the EXP curve, like maybe I'm just biased because I've trained like to 285. Like I don't mind how slow it is, the EXP rate, but at those low levels, like it's still fast enough that you could do it like within like a few days, even without totem.
Yeah. Also, the class is not dying. That's true.
Yeah, this class doesn't die. It won't, unless you're really bad.
Mihao's IED is also really high, if I remember correctly. It's on the hero. It's just similar to the hero track. I think it has like 40% IED or something on base. Hero might be the highest one. I'm pretty sure hero is 50%, but.
Where would you put it? I'm thinking like A or S on Mihao.
Yeah, it's probably A. The thing about yeah, it's A.
Okay. Sure.
I think I can put it in S in next patch, but we can talk about that later.
I think Nightler fucking sucks.
220 doesn't work. It doesn't work. At the level of funding that we're talking about, 220 it doesn't work well.
Okay, so you could do 2 trios, Quad Star, Marks, and Showdown. Like you could just do that.
No. Like
2 slots. Yeah.
No slots would be fine. Like no slots is less of the issue than the actual gameplay itself, to be honest.
Yeah, and the other thing about but one more thing about nodes on Nightlord is this is another class that, going back to like max your nodes, you need to max your nodes on this class. Like you can't get away with like, level 14, level 20 nodes and like just being good enough. Like you need to max it out. And you need a lot of the supporting buffs. Shadow Walker, Last Resort, DSI.
2 decent.
DSC. Yep. Do we consider Ozring? No.
220 with Ozring?
I mean, I had that shit, but no.
I mean, yeah, but who's gonna do that on their boss mules, dude?
Dude, I
Like
did
220 boss, dude.
during the 2x thing. My Arc and my Adele had rings. No cap.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nightler sucks. Like the burst is good, but off burst you're not doing anything. Shuricane helps, it does, but when you're at that level of funding where you're 220 and you're not that strong, it's really bad because I experienced this firsthand. I did a Night Lord. I thought it was good. The burst was good. Around that 220 mark, I just couldn't take it anymore. My weeklies took too long. Like I would always just have to wait for burst to really do anything. Like you get in this weird spot where you're like, while you're waiting for burst, you get the boss down to like half HP, and then you're like, oh, should I burst? But if I burst, I'm gonna do like way more than the amount of damage required to kill the boss. So then you
And
burst.
then you're up for the next boss.
Yeah, then you burst. Then it's like the burst runs out by the time you enter the next boss, so you don't have your burst. And then by the time it comes up, it's like halfway down of just like 3 minutes of DPSing. And then it's like, do I burst? Like, or do I just continue to DPS? And if you continue to DPS, you're just holding your burst and wasting even more time. Like, that looks really bad at this stage.
Yeah.
little bit.
But at a higher stage, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie.
At 235, it's really good. I'll explain later.
Yeah, you're so smart, bro. Thank you, man. I know I'm smart. Phil's smarter than me though.
I was looking at these classes in B tier. I legit picked like most of these B tier classes over Night Lord for boss build. If
Yeah, I would
forced-
too. I mean, I'm putting Nyler down here. Like, it's not good
Yeah.
at this stage. It's not good.
Yeah.
Level of funding, does NL get really good? 65k stat. Dude, I'm not even gonna say anything. Paladin. Honestly, I think Paladin might be in the double S tier as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Paladin's good. Paladin is good. The iframes is very flexible. It's like one of the
Yeah, they changed
think-
it.
only the Hoyan one is more flexible than this.
Yeah. No, I agree.
For small bosses, you can just literally just throw a Mjolnir. That skill, I think, charges every 15 or 25 seconds. I don't remember. Maybe it was 25 seconds. It charges one charge every 25 seconds, and you can store 2 charges at a time. So for small bosses like Zac, the others like the Hela, and then like fucking Cygnus and stuff, you just throw a Mjolnir, you're fine. And then for CRA, you can throw a Mjolnir, hit a couple times, and then you can just get out. And really big burst at the same time as well. I think your 90-second the Divine Echo or something Holy Unity that we're calling it is 90-second cooldown and 70% final damage for like however many seconds.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they simplify the class a lot. You don't need to use like the elemental skill to charge it.
Yeah, you don't need to
charge
stack
up your-
5 times. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a big deal during weekly bosses.
Yeah.
Is all those skills that you need to like maintain. Like if it has that, like that gives you a lot. Honestly.
Yeah. Also self-bind.
Yeah. And it's got a heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paladin is for sure a double S.
Yeah.
Thunderbreaker, they made it better. They
They made it
definitely made
better.
it a lot better this patch, but I
The
still don't
damage
think it's
uptime
that
is
good.
on this class.
Yeah, the damage uptime is really good, but I still don't think it's that great. Like I'm willing to put it in A. Like I'm willing to put it above
Yeah, it's
all of
probably A
these
tier class.
because it is more consistent, and it does have
Like-
it's built in. It has a real speed infusion, so you're not gonna need
Yeah.
attack speed, which helps a lot actually. It keeps the node slot
Yeah.
too. So
I honestly play BT
TB.
what's it called? TB over any of the classes in B tier. I
Mhm.
would.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's a pirate too. Benefits from dice.
Yeah.
Kinesis got way stronger this patch.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big winner
The
this
cooldown just got
patch.
picked up, right?
Yep, cooldowns got fixed and they just got stronger. So
Yeah, but I think Kinesis is shines more. Okay, while I don't know much about it being 220, I don't know too much about it being 220, but 235 I can definitely see this as
Icosahedron.
this is a strong part.
yeah,
But Name the shape.
Icosahedron.
Okay. Ask ask Kid Omega. Like what
Yeah,
does he
Kid
think
Omega,
at,
what do you think of a Kinesis at 220 considering the node slots and up to nlomien? I think it's like middle of the pack, but I know
Yeah.
this class gets really good when it's really strong. Like when it has a lot more skills and at its disposal. I know it's good.
I think the issue with 220 though, it is 3-minute burst class though.
Not gonna lie, this tier list is how many node slots you need. Dude, that's the biggest thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's literally the biggest thing. Node slots.
Yeah, Jeff understands. Jeff really understands. Like this is literally what it is.
That's a big deal. At 220, like that's a big deal.
Maybe low A. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna put it in A as well. Like, I still think it's better than all these.
Yeah.
And it's just like in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Anyways, Xenon. Dude, why do I have to rank these classes, man?
Xenon is a C. Xenon straight up a C.
Shad and AB are not on this list right now, but we're gonna add them in. For some reason, they got bugged and they're not in the list when I added them. I did add them. There's proof on the stream of me adding them, but for some reason, it got bugged. We'll add them at the end. You need level 265 for all the nodes. Yeah, Xenon. Dude, it's got pirate and thief nodes. Like, what?
Yeah, it's a thief. No, it's a thief and a pirate.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Bro, like, you need overdrive, you need last resort, you need, like, everything.
Dice,
yeah, dice. This is not good. I would not tell anybody to make a Xenon at 220.
But we should say though, if you were to want to make 235 mules, Xenon is you can consider it.
Yeah. Dude, I don't want to talk about this. I just can't with the Nightwalker community, bro. I just can't. I can't, bro.
They're all in here. They're literally
they're all in the stream. I can't, bro. They all have. There's like, I feel like there's just like a knife to my throat right now. Like, bro, I don't like this class. I'm sorry. I think it's better than Night Lord for a boss meal. Okay, real talk. It's better than Night Lord for a boss meal. It does have 90 second.
Literally, basically 99% classes is better than Night Lord as a boss meal.
Yeah, true. Nightwalker.
Dude, they're popping off. They're popping off.
Okay. I need all of you guys to act like you don't have one frame while you're bursting, though. For real. Act like you don't. Straight up. Act like you don't have one frame while bursting. Act like you don't know if your game's gonna crash or not. Yep. Quiet. Why are you guys so quiet? Quiet. Exactly. You all know what's up. You know how ass it is. You won't admit it. You're just you're in too deep. Actually, I don't lag when yeah, but you're on a quantum computer. Sorry for having a good PC. They don't know we had like fucking space engineers in the chat. It's not that bad. Okay, realistically, like memes aside, Nightwalker's not that bad in this category.
It's not?
No, it's not. It's
okay.
It's at least B tier. I'm leaning more towards A. But wait, I can't remove it. Oh, my bad. It has 90-second burst and it obviously has big burst. And their off burst isn't like too terrible. Their training is good too nowadays. But the thing about this is there is a learning curve.
With low funding training to 220 though, like do your bats even do anything?
I don't know. I thought it was alright.
Requires setup.
I think it does require a setup. I agree. Like you need to put down your shit, your clone and shit. Well, S tier as a main for real, guys.
Oh, that's true. That's true. 20k at 220 for leveling will be enough for yeah.
Yeah, but 20k is a lot at 220 for most people. Like they're not gonna hit 200k. They're hovering between 10 to 15 likely. No cap, I think Endwalker is better than DB. No chance. There's no chance. Like there's no chance it's better than DB.
DB is one of the like the model boss mule you're looking for. No cap.
Built-in bind, better burst.
What?
I have 10k and I'm 225. Same, bro. No, I think Nightwalker is fine as boss mule as well. I just personally I don't think it's better than DB. I just don't think it's better than DB.
I think it's 8 though. I honestly would play we'll play Nightwalker over any of the classes in B tier.
Yeah,
I would.
That's a fact, actually. That's true. Okay, fine. Well, okay, we'll move on. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna put it in Paint, and then we gotta add.
Mothership Pass be like, A is acceptable.
Dude, this guy's actually like, stop. Fucking brothership as. Okay, we're gonna do this, and then we're going to do this window capture.
But yeah, another thing at the end of the day is our opinion. So, if you think we're wrong, then you guys are right. We're retarded.
I'm not gonna lie, our opinion is fact. I don't care what you say. Like, get butthurt. I actually don't care. Like, you can't argue. You literally can't argue. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna get a picture of Shadower, Maplestory. I agree with this list for all the classes that I play. Correct. Okay, what do you think of Shadower? I think Shadower is double S tier, no cap.
Wait, what are we doing? Oh, right, we have 2 more classes, don't we?
Wait, I have to share my screen with you.
Yeah. I think the thing about I think Shadow is ass. Wait, actually, this is a hard one.
Okay, you can get away with one trio on Chad, right? You could do
You can.
Emmy, Assassinate, and
Vel.
yeah, I was thinking Veil or
It's
honestly,
Vel.
yeah, just Veil. I mean, I was thinking Cruel Stab maybe just to make your training a little bit easier too, but like, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to put an SS though. You need like the node slot still a lot more. Like you have 4 V skills, 2 boost nodes, so that's 6.
Do you need Assaulter though?
Huh?
Do you need Assaulter though? So that like, if you're
Is
really
that
going,
what come to? You're literally just getting rid of the Assaulter.
do you really need it though? Like if on a baby boss
you
meal,
do,
like
you
do you
like how else? Dude, Assaulter is not just like movement now. Like you use it to cancel Sonic Blow.
Oh my god, I forgot. Actually, I didn't forget. You passed the Shad test.
I passed the Shad, dude. I literally
yeah, you passed the Shad test, dude. I'm literally the #1 Shad. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Dude, remember? Okay, dude. Are we literally pretending that we didn't have days of like us sitting in call and watching you do?
Why are you exposing me? This guy's exposing me for the boot camp I ran with him.
Dude, what boot camp? It was streamed.
This guy was exposing me when I was DMing him. How do I do this? What does this do? How do I do this?
Anyways, so 4 B skills, 2 boost node. I always think if you want to let go of skill, you probably will let go of Goddess. But you need Last Resort and Shadow Walker.
Oh yeah,
and
you're right.
Really do need Speed Infusion.
No, you're actually right. It's definitely not double S here. I'm just fucking with you. There's a lot of shit there. Even right now at 235, like just now I feel like I'm in a decent spot because now I'm able to use like everything. Because you need bind too. Bind's very important on this. Like SSF and Sonic Blow, you do not want to miss those. Like you need the bind. So you need your shit. Like you need all 4 skills. You need bind. You need Last Resort. You need Shadow Walker. That alone is like 9 skills. And then yeah. Also
it's the same reason as DB. It's the same node setup as DB.
Yeah, it is. But the other thing about Shad is it's harder to play, like for the average. Like
Yeah.
this also has a little bit of like blasteritis. So
I'm gonna say this thing. I think a 220. I think yeah. To put it in A, I think 220 DB is better.
yeah, there you go.
Leadership class over here.
Question mark.
You like how you just try to slide it in, dude.
Okay, fine.
What else do we have?
AB, and that's it.
Oh, AB. Let's think.
I made an AB boss meal, but the thing about my AB boss meal is I did it before this patch. So, and before this patch, I wouldn't say it was that good. They have gotten better though. You know, they made Trinity like simpler, and they're
a lot
fixing,
simpler.
and they fixed like the whole like stupid ass spotlight issue. Which it does help a lot. It really does. Like, but the thing about AB, honestly, I need to think because the bind actually activated this class a lot too. Because a lot of their bursts, like you could just like miss it, but with bind, it makes it like way easier, and the damage is relatively consistent. Since you also have every like 10 or 12 seconds, you have the Trinity Fusion you can use too, which is pretty good, and a super stance. The thing is, the IA is really hard on this. Daniel has a point. Like attack speed and
the
crit rate is
crit
really
rate on this
bad.
class is really low.
Yeah.
And for some reasons, this class is what do they call it? Weapon boosters only +1. I have no idea why.
Yeah. It does benefit from
And my
dice.
friends that made AB Mule this new patch, they just complain to me how clunky this class is. Like,
yeah, it's clunky because of the attack speed. Like if you have the attack speed, it's fine.
Yeah.
But that's the issue is the inner is difficult on this. Another thing that it's +2 now. Okay. Another difficult thing, not difficult. Another good thing about this class is honestly, like if you're on a budget, you really don't need crit damage on the gloves because it has so much fucking crit damage. So that saves you like, it saves you a little bit of money.
Oh yeah, that's another thing we forgot to consider. But yeah, that's fine. Like I was gonna say, Shade has the same problem. Shade's crit rate is also dog. But yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a friend that literally quit Maple because of the inner on AB. He got a 225, still did not get. He got a 225 in 2020, still did not get the IA he wanted. He legit just quit the game.
One of my friends' AB is 275, and he like recently got the inner. He's been trying for years. Like it's hard.
Lol.
It's just a really hard inner to get.
Yeah.
I still think it would be an A tier. Like it's still a lot of things they did this patch made it just way better, and it would be above all of these. Me personally, about AB.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's the tier list for up to 220 to nlomien, pretty much. So, final thoughts. Honestly, again, at the end of the day, like I know this is cliche, you're gonna play what you want to play and you find it fun. Even if you think like, I don't know, Lara. Even though like Lara objectively, like just the damage isn't there. If you like playing Lara, like go play Lara. Like that's just how it's gonna be. Like you play what motivates you to log on, right? Like if you're having fun, you're having fun.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I have CB and A tier classes.
I mean, I made Hayato like a fucking idiot apparently. So, yeah. Like even if you see like we say as a C, like it's not bad. It's really not bad. They're all good enough for all the bosses in the game. But if you do want to play like the most efficient, like, you know, the best things, just play like S tier and above. There's actually a lot to choose from. Like at this point, and this also goes to show like, you know, at the low end in this game, like you have a lot of options and you could succeed in a lot of different ways. So.
Like, all right, guys. Another point. We probably all play some sort of like meta slave main classes already. For boss battles, when you have more flexibility, just pick whatever you want to play and whatever interests you.
Yeah,
Because
straight up.
I'm pretty sure, to some extent, for our mains, we're fucking meta slaves. So
Yeah. Not me though. Do you have a top pick for SS?
okay, we each pick one. You pick one.
Demon Slayer.
Just for boss battles, right? That we're just talking about specifically
Yeah.
for this tier list, right?
Yeah.
I pick Bowmaster.
Okay.
I strongly recommend Bowmaster.
Yeah. No, I do too. I'm just on that Demon Slayer hype. Wait till the lash buff too.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah. Anyways, this is it pretty much. Like, there's a lot of options you can pick from. Nothing is really terrible. So, there you go. This, keep in mind again, this is up to 220 maximum at nlomien. So, this is without like crazy funding. I'm not talking about like arcane weapon on all these characters either. Like, this is just like normal people's type shit. But yeah, there you go.